Good evening and welcome to the installation of PACO's Executive Board for the term of 2017 to 2019. For those that don't know me, I am the Election Chair Committee and the Bylaws Committee Chair. Brittany Hayes. Thank you. PACO is honored to have Marcia Paloff, Manager of the Intake Team at the Legal Aid Society of Columbus, presiding over this evening's installation. Marcia graduated from the Ohio State University Law School, where she got her start at the Legal Aid Society of Columbus through the summer clerkship program in 1978. She joined the Legal Aid Society of Columbus as a full-time staff member in 1980, and in 1985 rose to her current position as the intake manager. Among Marcia's many tasks as the intake manager, she has also participated in the Legal Aid Society of Columbus PACO Wells Clinic at senior facilities throughout that area and at the monthly brief advice clinics at Broad Street United Methodist Church. Please join me in welcoming Marcia Paloff.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here this evening to participate in the installation ceremony for the Executive Board of the Paralegal Association of Central Ohio.
Teresa Scharf, please step forward to take the oath of office of President. Teresa, you have been elected in accordance with PACO's Code of Regulations. It will be your duty to preside at meetings, to enforce impartially the Code of Regulations, to function in every respect as PACO's Chief Administrative, Managerial, and Executive Officer. It will be your duty to guide the offices in developing PACO's goals and objectives. You are charged with the responsibility for the proper functioning of all committees except the Election Committee. Do you understand and accept fully the charge before you? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Are you ready and willing to carry out these responsibilities to the best of your ability? If so, please say, I am.
I am.
It is my privilege and pleasure to install you, Teresa Scharf, as President of the Paralegal Association of Central Ohio. Congratulations, Teresa.
Thank you.
I present to you the officers comprising the Executive Board of the Paralegal Association of Central Ohio for the term 2017 through 2019 and wish them the very best. Congratulations.
Well, thank you for coming. Want to thank Bricker for this beautiful venue and appreciate them providing the space and the time for us to gather. Appreciate my law firm, Ulmer & Byrne, who has provided the refreshments. Appreciate so much the outgoing board, Mindy and Athena and Becky and Simone and Allison. Thank you so much. You have done a fantastic job over the last 4 years, and I did say 4. This is a 2-year term, but these folks stepped up and served for an additional 2-year term, so they really deserve our appreciation. Let's give them a little round of applause. Mindy, you've had a tough job for the last 4 years. Your work here has been incredible, and you have managed this task with great grace. You've blended your humor in with it to make take some of the edge off of it, and you've been a good friend, and I appreciate that. I want to thank Marcia for agreeing to administer the oath of office to all of us, and I want to thank all of these individuals who have graciously accepted this crazy challenge of leading this organization. We have some work to do. Mindy and her board have done a phenomenal job the last 4 years, and we're just going to pick right up where she has left off, where they have left off. We want to do some focusing on membership. You might be surprised to know, I mean, look around. There's not a whole lot of people here, and that's not terribly surprising. However, it is nonetheless a little bit disappointing, only because there are a lot of great paralegals in this city. You might be surprised to learn that we have over 200 members in the Paralegal Association of Central Ohio. And we are one of the largest associations in the country. Not many have the numbers that we have. However, if you're familiar with the old adage, 20% of the people do 80% of the work, you can probably appreciate that, and it's true in any organization, whether it's an organization like PACO or NFPA, the National Federation of Paralegal Associations, or probably the Columbus Bar, probably even legal aid, or any organized group of people. That's usually the PTO at school for your kids, right? There's probably only a handful of parents who really get involved and do stuff for the school and for the kids. Everybody has great intentions, everybody has great ideas, but committing is hard, and it's everybody's busy. We live in a busy society. It's a busy life. But we want to try to engage those who are not members yet, and even more so those who are, and try to engender a little more involvement. Now, that number doesn't speak fairly to the Wills clinics. And so for those of you who know me at all, you know that pro bono is my passion, and we have been really spectacularly blessed to be affiliated and collaborated with the Legal Aid Society, with Diana Parker, Howie, and with Marcia for the Wills clinics that we do, where we do go into the senior citizen facilities across Central Ohio and provide great services for them. For the brief advice clinics, there are how many now? 20? There are a lot, so there's a lot of opportunities, and there are many PACO paralegals who participate regularly. These are an example of that. Cassandra comes to several, so I mean, Brittany has been to a few, so almost everyone here has been to at least one or two Wills clinics. So that is something that involves and gets people excited about helping. Becky has volunteered with us several times at Wills clinics. So that's something we want to engender that enthusiasm, like what we have at the Wills clinics, and even with the brief advice clinics, to PACO as an organization. So we're going to reach out. I and our board, we have some things that we want to try to do to address that. We want to encourage law firms to encourage their paralegals to get involved, to be part of the organization, to participate in some of the things that are happening within it, and broaden our scope a little bit and do a little bit more than we are doing even. So I appreciate your support. I covet your help and invite you to join us in whatever we're doing and help us. It's not about me, folks. It never has been. It's about all of us working together. So we need your participation to know what to do. What do you think we should do? How do you think we should address that? One of my favorite songs is a song by Matthew West, and it's called "Do Something." And it just basically says, I'm looking around and I'm seeing all the problems, and I'm crying out and saying, God, why don't you do something about this? And his response is, I did. I created you. Get busy. So that's kind of my mantra. Let's do something. Let's do something great together. I mean, we're already doing some things great together. Let's do something more. Let's do more. So please email me, call me, let me know what you have in mind, and we will move forward. Thanks very much.
Question.